it's Ashlyn and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to kind of be like a part 2 of a video that I've made prior. After making my first WAG walking video, you guys left a lot of comments with really good questions that I would have even wanted to know whenever I started WAG too. So I thought that I would combine all of those really good questions and make one epic WAG walker question video. That way you can help yourself and maybe you can help a friend that had the same question. So without further ado, let's get on with the questions. I have them here on my phone, and you may be asking yourself, if you're a fellow WAG walker yourself, how do you even have the experience? Just walked my 300th dog the other day, and I've only been doing this since January. Now that we got the tea out of the way, alrighty. Alright, let's get this boring question out of the way first. And the first question says, does WAG take out taxes? And do they have any medical benefits even if you work for WAG full-time? The answer to the taxes question is yes, they do have to take out taxes. I had to do some research to figure out exactly how much they take out. I don't really remember. It wasn't a large amount, but yes, they do take out taxes. And even if you're working for WAG full-time, they don't have any kind of benefits or anything like that. If anything, you're kind of like putting your life on the line for WAG. Like, if a dog bit you, WAG would be like, am I not paying for your medical bills? But I'm not helping you at all. Bye. I don't get any kind of benefits or anything like that. Okay, another really good question was, did you have to get a background check? And if so, how much was it? My background check was $20 and it was super duper easy. My boyfriend went with me and wasn't even a big deal. All right, this is a very good question. I remember having this question whenever I first started, and it says, do they tell you where to keep the leash? Where's the lockbox? How do I get in? Can I message the owner? Pretty much just like, and a question. Don't even worry about it. Whenever you go to your orientation leader is going to give you a link to a little WAG walker app. And within that app, you will start accumulating dogs to walk. So whenever you get a dog walk, you're gonna click on it, then it's gonna tell you all of that. And I have notes from the owner saying like where the leash is, what kind of dog it's gonna be. It's gonna give you the lockbox code. Like, it's all gonna be within that file, within that dog's file on the app, and it's so like you'll be able to see the name. So don't even worry about it. As soon as you get the dog and you say that you're on your way, all of that information is gonna be made readily available just to you. With the harness test, do you have to take that at orientation or you just take it online? You have to do that kind of stuff online. The safety test and the harness test is taken online. You don't have to like perform or do anything at the orientation besides take your WAG video and pick up your like bandana and sign some forms and stuff like that. So no test at orientation, just online. This comment says, I love dogs. Me too, Andy. This next question says, when applying, they mention that you have to have a shirt or a bandana. Where do you get those? They provide a t-shirt, bandana, hat, and or something else? T-shirt, did I say that? Anyway, that's free. That'll be their orientation. You can only pick one. At least that's how it was at my orientation, so. This person's asking if you can walk your dog, your personal dog, with your WAG dog at the same time. No, girl, that would be a liability just in case your dog would attack the other dog, or I don't know, or if somebody saw you, like if the owner, like I've had times where like I'm coming in a house and like the owner's like coming in right behind me and like I'm thanking my lucky stars that I wasn't doing anything like weird. So I just wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk like walking with other people. They make it pretty clear at orientation that like you are the only one that's supposed to be like doing the walk. So no, girl, don't do that. I like this next question. This next question says, what do you bring with you whenever you go on your walks? My portable charger, water bottle, poop bags, treats, and my mother freaking headphone. I want to get a portable charger because the whole job is on your phone, right? So if you're in the middle of a walk and your phone dies, you are But next question says, can you walk multiple dogs at a time? My dear, the only way that you can walk multiple dogs at a time is if that one house has multiple dogs. Walk a lot of dogs from house A, but then you can't take all those dogs and then go to B and C and D and what. It's $5 extra per dog whenever you're walking dogs in one house. For example, I have a house that has 3 pugs and I get to walk them all at once. How do you get the money? I should have put that as question number 1. Where do you get the money? Wow. Okay, you get the money with an app called Payable that they're going to tell you all about also at orientation. Get second party company that's going to be paying you. You get paid weekly. It's really easy to navigate, really easy to use. You can see like all of your statements on there, and as I said, they're going to tell you all that kind of stuff and get you set up with it at orientation. This one says, if I don't have any dog experience whatsoever in a facility related to animals, is there a chance that I can do WAG? I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, there's still a good chance that you could do WAG even though you haven't worked in an animal facility before. I'm not sure though, it played out in my favor because I have worked with an animal facility before and was able to like tell WAG about that. But I know people who've done WAG before who have just owned their own dog. How old do you have to be to work for WAG? 18. This next question asks, do you walk dogs even whenever it's raining outside? Heck yeah, we walk dogs even whenever it's raining outside. Most of the time I will text the client and ask their preference. I'll walk in the rain, but sometimes they like the owners will just say to like go back inside the house and like play with the dog and stuff like that. So if you have owners like that, very, very nice. I really like kind of ending on this next question that says, my only concern with walking strangers' dogs is the sketchiness of it all. How do you do it? Yeah, that's a very good question. I guess you just gotta know what you signed up for. I'm gonna go ahead and say I've walked a bunch of dogs. Not a lot of sketchy things have happened. Have weird things happen? Yeah, but I also live in Chicago. No owner has ever been weird with me. I've had a few like weird dogs, but dogs aren't sketchy. Dogs aren't like purposefully sketchy or anything like that. There is some sketchy things that can happen, but sketchy things happen a lot of places. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it on this last question, which is, how did you know all of the stuff that was on the safety test and the harness test, which you take online? Whenever I did the online test, I had a little bit of knowledge about like dog leash stuff. I'm savvy at most of it, but girl, whenever you're taking the test, you just Google it like while you're doing it, because I'm telling you, once you're out there in the field and like you're doing it, you catch on to like whatever harness it is really, really quickly. But if you've never seen it before, it's like a foreign thing to you. So just like have YouTube going on in the background just to get you through the test, because if you can't make it through the test, then you're not even gonna make it to an orientation. Like you will have to do the whole reprocessing thing. Anyway, y'all, those were all the questions. Weren't those some like really good questions? Those are questions that I definitely wondered myself whenever I was thinking about doing WAG. Thank you guys so much for even asking the questions back on my other video. I'm glad that some of you are finding it helpful, and I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any more questions, I'll do my best to personally answer those down in the description. See you guys.